The body positivity movement is problematic. Will he agree or step forward?
Well, I think where it becomes a problem is obviously you should be comfortable in your body, and if you genuinely love how you look, great, but you can't ignore your health. Being someone who's overweight, I've been fortunate enough not to have any extreme complications other than like, knee pain and stuff like that. But I know people that, that are my size or bigger and they have cholesterol problems, heart problems, diabetes. I have none of that. So the body...
Yet, you don't have any of those problems yet. And listen, I'm not trying to wish bad on my guy, but when you are obese, you're at higher risk of all of those diseases that he mentioned. And of course, we don't have his medical chart in front of us, but just because you don't have those diseases right now does not mean that you're not already well on your way. That's like me saying, hey, I drive 25 miles over the speed limit every single day, and I've never been in a car accident. That doesn't mean you should keep doing it.
Positivity movement becomes a problem when you hide behind the shield of, oh, I should love my body, da 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 da. Great, but you have to be healthy too. You can't ignore your vitals. You got to check yourself on the inside.
Yeah, I think the big thing is you have to separate the health implication with you just being confident, right? I'm all for people to feel confident in their own skin. I think body positivity movement has been beneficial for plus size people in that regard, right? Because let's say there's a plus size person who's too embarrassed to go to the gym because they feel like they're gonna be judged, whatever it is. But it's because of body positivity. They're like, oh, hey, I see other plus size people in the gym. Maybe I'm gonna give it a try. And all of a sudden they start going. They're, oh man, I like this, right? And they keep it going. You can argue that without body positivity, maybe that day would have never happened for that person, right? But I think the problematic part really comes down to people extrapolating body positivity, shaming a celebrity like, let's say Adele, for losing weight, right? That's where I would kind of draw the line there.
Or promoting Lizzo. Making fun of Adele for losing weight, but promoting Lizzo for being a fat ass. Unacceptable.
Do we feel, are a lot of people doing that?
I think the thing around Lizzo is it's not just the weight, it's the lifestyle. You see her drinking all the time and partying and not sleeping. There's so little to do with health. It's not just she's promoting loving yourself, which I think is great. She's promoting a lifestyle that is unhealthy, like being very overweight, drinking, not sleeping. All of these things are not conducive to your health. So I think you conflate that, and sure, being body positive is important, like loving yourself, loving the way you look. But if that's gonna influence other people to make bad decisions about their body and their health, that's problematic.
It's funny how Lizzo somehow became this poster child for fat people. But yeah, I don't think the issue is that Lizzo is fat. I mean, we've had fat artists like Jill Scott, Jennifer Hudson, and nobody talked about them the way they talk about Lizzo. The reason that people discuss Lizzo is because Lizzo is promoting this gluttonous lifestyle as if it's a positive thing. It's not. And especially living in a country that has an obesity crisis, at least that's what I would consider it to be if you look at the numbers. Yeah, promoting that type of lifestyle is very problematic.
Positivity is disempowering people. It's making them think that they're healthy at any size, which they're not. And so as soon as you start telling people, hey, just love your body, like Lizzo will literally rub her belly and said, you're giving me all this power as she's eating a burger and she's promoting being obese. By doing this, you're just ruining it for people who actually should think, wait a minute, I can lose weight, I can go to the gym, I can eat less, I can do this.
Personally, my problem with body positivity isn't necessarily what it stands for. And I feel like there's a misconception because there are those people that they use it to justify fatness and just, I don't even want to say fatness. I want to make it very clear, unhealthiness. Because there's someone like me who I wouldn't say I'm necessarily part of the body positive community anymore. Personally, I would say I champion body diversity because it's all encompassing. It's inclusive of what everybody, is doing within their journey. When I expressed the desire to lose weight, another plus size individual that I used to be friends with was just like, well, I don't feel like I can share your content because I'm not sure how my followers are going to perceive this. I think it might be triggering for them and stuff like that. And my response to it was, well, if you're championing body positivity, then what I'm doing should not be a problem because the entire time that I've been advocating for people that look like me or people who have been othered in any capacity in general is that all bodies are good bodies. What we do with our body is what matters. And so
Yeah, I think he makes a pretty good point here. And this is where the body positivity movement completely loses me, because someone will say, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, and they'll somehow look at that like it's some type of issue. Like there's a problem with losing weight so you can be healthier. Hell, I don't think it's a problem if you're trying to lose weight just to look good. I mean, if you look good, you feel good. So if you're gonna lose weight so you can feel better about yourself and get that boost of confidence, I don't see the issue with it.
Diversity is important to me because for a guy like you or a guy like the two of you might suffer from body dysmorphia. And that's a very real thing. You might not see yourself for what you really are. And so you're seeking unhealthy habits to achieve a goal. To get where you want to go, like you just got to give it time. Be healthy in it, in all aspects, like mentally, physically. You've got to find the right avenue to do what it is that you need to do for yourself.
The body positivity movement is a huge psyop to keep us fatter and stupider. It's all a scam. The reality is that Big Pharma wants money, and they understand that when you're fat, you have more health problems. They understand that you're going to need insulin, you're going to need medication, etc. And they make a bunch of money on us being sick. There is no incentive to actually have you be healthy. So let's go ahead and make our people fat as hell, get them in the hospitals, get them on medication, continue to make money, etc. It's all a big psyop.
So you believe it's all intentional?
Yes, we promote mediocrity.
I'm laughing, but he's not wrong. The more that we consume, the more these businesses make. And the more unhealthy we are, the more these pharmaceuticals make. There's really no incentive for these companies to try to keep us healthy. I mean, unless you care about the well-being of society, but we know they don't give a damn about that.
I feel like it's a subset. Yes, I'm sitting here because I do think that there is a part of it that is problematic. But I think that the problematic part of it is a subset of people that use it as a tool to weaponize whatever it is that they're doing.
I think the whole movement is a problem. The body positivity movement in general is a problem. All of it.
So you shouldn't feel positive even about your own, like for you, it's for instance,
Well,
like
I
you're not
think
positive
if you
about your
haven't earned, here's the thing, being happy and content with yourself, it's not given, it's earned. You have to go out there, work, and then you're going to feel that satisfaction, like, I earned that. That feels
So
good.
at what point do you earn it, though?
When you can look back in the mirror and actually, genuinely, not coping, respect the man that you see before you. And the reality is, people are going to realize that you're going to need to achieve a certain physique, because you have all these fat people, I love my body. No, you don't. It's a lie, dude. You're just coping, you're lying to yourself. And all these people on Instagram and TikTok with the body positivity movement are lying to themselves. They're not happy where they want to be. They just accept that because they're too lazy to make a change.
No, but I genuinely do love my body.
Right now, as you are?
Yeah.
Then why are you going to the
And
gym?
I'll explain to you.
Then why are you going to the
I
gym?
will explain it to you. I love everything that my body is capable of doing. I love the fact that at my size, I can do a lot of things that other people smaller than me still cannot do.
But you want to lose weight, though.
And yeah, right.
Which is good.
I want to lose weight because I love my body, but I have one body. Why would I not love it?
Yeah.
And because I love my
But you
body is
understand that your
why
body
I'm
now needs to be
looking to make
changed.
changes,
Yeah,
right?
make changes.
But to say that loving your body is BS, no, you make changes, you make healthy changes to yourself because you love yourself. All of that time that I'm putting in, the work, the money that I'm spending, that's a labor of love because I love myself enough to know that I want to make some changes to live a better lifestyle in the sense of I can just do a little bit more.
All right, let's bring in our disagreeers.
Yeah, I think they're playing a bit of a game of semantics here. I think what my man is trying to say is that he will love his body no matter what shape or form it comes in. However, I also think he's saying that he would love his body more if he was in shape and he was healthy. I think what the people on the right are trying to emphasize here is that they just don't want people to feel shame or feel embarrassed about the body that they're in. However, I'm going to give a little bit of pushback on that idea. I don't think people should feel ashamed or embarrassed of their body, but I do think people should feel ashamed about the actions that led up to why you're in that body to begin with. If you're lazy, if you have no self-control, if you overindulge, these are characteristics that you should feel ashamed about. And a lot of people, when they see someone who is obese, they associate you with those characteristics. Now, not every obese person is necessarily living a gluttonous, lazy lifestyle, but outside of a rare disease or injury, that's typically the case.
So it's not a single problem.
Oh, no, I'm not saying there's not a single problem. To me, body positivity is more about bodily autonomy. Like you were mentioning wanting to lose weight. My whole thing is like, yeah, it's your body, do whatever you want with it. I don't think I, as a human being, have a right to tell any of you what to do with your bodies. Body positivity kind of comes in and goes, okay, you as a human being have inherent value. Just in the fact that you are a conscious soul on this planet, you have an inherent value. You are within a vessel of your body that you do have control over, but at the same time, you're not less valuable to society or from the standpoint of the soul for what your body looks like.
When I'm speaking,
See, my only issue with what he's saying is that on an individual level, that's fine. But as a collective, if tens and thousands of people start becoming obese and we just sit back and applaud them, that's a problem. Now, you might think to yourself, like, what does someone else being fat, like, how does that affect my lifestyle? But the US alone spends $150 billion to fight obesity-related issues. Can you imagine what we could do with that money if we didn't have that type of health crisis?
About body positivity, I'm talking about the over acceptance and encouragement of being obese.
So I personally, again, I'm not super online, have not seen anybody pro-obesity ever.
Lizzo.
Oh, there's a bunch, dude.
She loves herself.
I don't
Nick Avocado,
think it's
avocado.
pro-obesity.
No, there's a
They
big
are
difference.
actively promoting obesity.
She's not telling anyone to get fat.
She's showing you exactly how to do it and saying, look at my body as I love and
saying
rub it. It's
she's
giving me
happy.
life. And she's like joking around.
And
that's
also,
the
I
whole thing.
clarify. See, here's the thing. There's a bunch of fat influencers that push this body positivity situation, and a bunch of them are dead now. No one talks about that. That didn't hit mainstream news.
Yeah,
So I'm in that
facts.
space.
Yeah.
Which influencers are you talking about? Because
I don't recall their names, but there's a couple of them that passed away. They're YouTubers. They used to do these mukbangs where they eat a bunch of food on
Wait,
camera.
mukbang
that's
is
totally
okay,
different.
okay, that's a
They're not
mukbang
a
is
part
a
of our
different thing.
community. That's
Yeah.
a completely different thing. We're not saying we're gonna go to a restaurant and pig out just because it's entertaining or anything like that. There are people that they're called gainers, that their whole lifestyle, their fetish and things like that revolves around gaining weight.
Yeah, and I understand that you're saying that that's not a component to the
it's
body
not-
positivity movement, but
it's
you
not
got to
a part
understand
of
for the
it.
general masses, they're watching that, they're going to attribute it to that. They're not in the niche, they're not a creator, so they're not looking at it like, no, this person's just a gluttonous person. No, they look at everyone who's obese, that's making content about being obese and continuing that lifestyle as a part of the body
But they're
positivity
not
movement.
making content about being obese. They're making content about overeating,
Yes, and they
which is
also
also
encourage
an
that.
eating disorder.
Yeah, and they also encourage being fat as well.
Do you think just being in a fat body and being in the public space encourages obesity, just flat out?
Yes.
So just
agree.
us existing, we're saying,
Yes.
yay, everyone go gain weight?
It absolutely impacts other people to think,
That's
well, think of it. You're
interesting.
6'6",
I've never
good looking,
looked
you're
at- I know,
modeling.
but I've
It's going to
never
encourage
looked
other
at-
people to, well, hey, look at him. He's
be
got
So
lots
then
of...
what about when I go
never
to the
looked it
gym? When I step into the gym, or when Zach steps into the gym, or when any of us step into the gym, are we promoting being bigger like that too? Are we going there and is our presence there unwanted?
By being famous, rich, popular, and being obese, you're indirectly promoting it in the same way that people who take steroids and are 350 pounds of muscle and winning Mr. Olympia are indirectly promoting it even if they don't say they're taking it.
But I'm speaking more specifically in the gym, in that space where people should be coming together to work on their bodies and stuff like that. If you saw us in the gym,
I would be happy and proud and excited, and my whole channel is about helping people who are overweight to lose weight and have realistic expectations. I would never say you have to look like this, you need abs. It's just, let's go halfway there. That's my entire channel, of which I have over 2 million followers. It's all about realistic goals of helping people who are overweight to lose weight. That is what my channel is all about.
but we're in public, and you made the statement that if we step out in public, that it would encourage people to live an unhealthy lifestyle.
Again, I think this is more about the collective versus the individual. I don't think one person who is walking around obese is going to influence a bunch of people around them. Hell, like some people might look at that obese person and be like, ugh, that's disgusting. I don't want to get that big, and they might start exercising and eating healthy. But if being overweight is normalized, the lifestyle of overeating and not exercising, if that's normalized, I can see people looking and saying, hey, those people, they're not exercising, they're eating whatever they want, and they seem fine. And they might not know the underlying health issues that these people are dealing with, but like on the outside, they can be like, hey, like they're enjoying themselves. They're living a good life. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there. I think the body positivity movement has changed over the years. It used to mean to love all the things about yourself that you can't change. For instance, if you're 5'5", there's nothing you can do about that. If you have A-cup titties, if you have dark skin, if you have an unusual big forehead, there's really nothing you can do about that. That's the body that God gave you, so you might as well love it. Now, I do know they have like surgeries out there where you can get some fake breasts, and they even have a surgery where you can, even extend your height now. But a lot of those surgeries are extremely risky and expensive. Losing weight, on the other hand, is something anybody can do regardless of your economic background. And I don't want to hear no crap about eating healthy is expensive. That is a myth. That is bull crap, right? That's people who don't know how to meal prep. Like eating like veggies and salad is not that expensive. And you don't even have to pay for a gym membership. If you can go outside, you can run, you can stay in the house, you can do push-up, jumping jack sit-ups, whatever. So I think the original message that the body positivity movement had, I think it was something very positive, but I think what it has turned into has become a little bit problematic. So that's all I got for you guys today. Please let me know what you thought of the video. What points did you agree with? What points did you disagree with? Please leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you got anything out this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.